Hi! It's been a while since I last did a top 10 video with you, so I thought that today I might share my top 10 favourite first book sentences. I feel like this topic doesn't really need any further explanation, so I'm just going to jump right in no particular order. The first sentence that I have chosen is, of course, the opening sentence to A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. The monster showed up just after midnight. As they do. This sentence was chosen because there is something in it that is just simple and yet incredibly poetic, which, as it turns out, is a fitting descriptor for the entire book as a whole. So it is a perfectly written sentence to introduce you to the themes and the writing style of the entire book. The second sentence on my list is the opening one for the book The Crow Road. It was the day my grandmother exploded. I don't know anything else about this book. I've never read it. I don't even know what the blurb of this book is, but that sentence is killer. There's nothing like a book sentence that starts with a bang. The third sentence on my list is the opening sentence to The Stranger, or L'étranger, if you were reading the original French version. The translated version of this sentence goes something along the lines of, "Mother died today," or maybe yesterday. I can't be sure. This sentence has actually caused a lot of debate in linguistics because of the fact that the translated version of the sentence might have caused the characterization of the main character to be misconstrued in at least a few sentences. The fourth sentence on this list is one of my personal favorites, and that is from the book 100 Years of Solitude. Many years later, as he faced the firing squad, Colonel Aureliano Buendia was to remember that distant afternoon when his father took him to discover ice. This sentence may not be short or snappy. In fact, it seems long-winded and might even put off some readers. But the reason that this sentence has made it onto the list is because of the clever way in which it introduces the theme of fluid time, which is something that this book explores a lot, both as a theme and as a narrative style. The fifth sentence on this list is the opening sentence to the Book of Numbers. If you were reading this on a screen, fuck off. I'll only talk if I'm gripped with both hands. No more needs to be said, right? The sixth sentence on this list is from Fahrenheit 451. It was a pleasure to burn. This is a classic, short, sharp, and snappy start to a classic book. The seventh sentence here is the opening to The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. There was a boy called Eustace Clarence Scrubb, and he almost deserved it. This line is both endearing and humorous at the same time, and is a perfect summation of the familiar and yet poetic writing style that C.S. Lewis is so well known for. Sentence number 8 is from Their Eyes Were Watching God. Ships at a distance have every man's wish on board. I have no idea how this sentence relates to the rest of the book, as this is another book that I have not read, but I can say that this sentence works powerfully as a quote even on its own without any of the rest of the book in context. So I can only imagine that it is even stronger when taken in context with the rest of the book. The ninth sentence is one that I have mentioned before in a previous video, and that is from The Blind Assassin. 10 days after the war ended, my sister Laura drove a car off a bridge. As I said before, this is one of my favorite opening sentences of all time, purely because it sucks you into the sentence so deeply and so instantly. The final sentence on this list is from If on a Winter's Night, a Traveller. You are about to begin reading Italo Calvino's new novel, If on a Winter's Night, a Traveller. At least you know exactly what you're getting, right? So that is it for my top 10 book sentences. Let me know what you think of these sentences and whether they have intrigued you into reading the rest of the books down below in the comments. I will see you in some other video very shortly, I am sure, and until then, as always, stay classic.
Sit there and count your fingers.